One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Navy's offense will have the ball first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really Stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
As a defensive coordinator, you always want your guys to be physical and set the tone. How about this with this offense? They run the ball 3 straight times and no first down. This defense does a great job being very disciplined up front, being very physical, and now getting 3 stops in a row and forcing a 4th down.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds some fresh air. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Navy! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Rice's offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality. Like, power, all those things are really, really good, but you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it from the red zone. Steps away to find some room. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 10 over SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Wide open spaces. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Lots of running room. The 30, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Rice. He shed tackles. snake getting rid of his skin.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back. Field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. To throw, it's Hawkins. Now adjusting. Gonna try to get it himself. Oh, a lot of space. He's loose. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can... But he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. Scores on a sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Navy will go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to...
Turning it on! Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
That's an awesome-looking carry, and you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the rock.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Quarterback extends the play. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? QB draw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He'll do it himself. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Rice rushes to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Navy will go back on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end. Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, midshipman.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the... Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Handoff to the fullback. Runs through the tackle. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Slings it downfield. Got his man. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Owls are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run the option. Shakes off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down Rice. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
35, Rice, 14.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Navy! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He's gonna lose a yard on that one. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late as
Got room on the return. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense.
Touchdown, Owls. Great job by the back on the option. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
21.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Looking deep down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He has the first and still on his feet. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
1st and goal. Navy.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, midshipmen. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, I think they were hoping the triple option might help spring this quarterback. He's been slow getting going in the run game so far. This defense, though, they've always had an answer when this guy keeps the ball.
He's such a big part of the running game, but he hasn't been able to get it started here, and I'm not sure he read that one quite correctly.
I just love the way the defense defended the triple option. Everybody playing assignment football, being exactly where they were supposed to be.
They're testing the right side here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Turning on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over there they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Rice rushes to the line. 3rd down play from the gun. Unleashes it on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
He'll pull it down. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. To the air, it's Hawkins. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bringing the heat. the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. To the air. It's Hawkins. Makes the catch. Makes a man miss. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Navy quick to the line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.